morning and welcome to this edition of the newspaper show right here on ET Now. I'm Shel D'Souza and let's take a look at the top 10 headlines as they're on the Economic Times for you this morning. And first up, the big headline coming in is India bans 59 Chinese apps citing security threat. Moving on, ahead of Unlock 2.0, you have Prime Minister Narendra Modi who will address the nation today. The schools will remain shut and no public gatherings. That's as per the notifications that's come in along with the Unlock 2.0 that will stay on till July 31st. Moving on, Temasek may serve up to $100 million on Zomato's plate. SBI urges UK government to reject Malia's asylum plea. You have digital payments that's bounced back to the pre-COVID levels. Indian IT likely to revisit China ops. Prime Minister Modi to review the FTAs this week. Custom checks eased for US and South Korean companies. And lastly, Indian companies need to justify UAE footprint by today. These are the top 10 headlines that we're tracking from the Economic Times for you. Let's move on. Let's talk about the top 5 market headlines as they're on the Economic Times. And first up, it's HDFC Life and SBI Life as well as Dabur may join Nifty in August. HDFC Bank may sell 50,000 crore rupees perpetual bonds. You have Wall Street that's gained on economic rebound hopes. Talking about pharmacy space, the pharmacy helps Apollo offset hospital business pain. And lastly, government's relief measures to boost road companies. Moving from the market headlines now to the corporate headlines. First up, you have demand to pick up by festive season. That's the word coming in from Dabur. You have Bhushan Power and Steel Limited buyout. Lenders won't give JSW more time for it. Contu may invest $100 million in Vedantu. You have Novelis seeks extension of a $1.1 billion bridge loan. And lastly, Yes seeks CBI probe into CKG loan deal. All right, and those are the top headlines that we're tracking from the Economic Times for you this morning. But let's shift focus to the top headlines that's dominating almost all the newspapers, including Times of India and Economic Times, and that is India has gone ahead and banned 59 Chinese applications. That includes TikTok, you have WeChat, ShareIt, and CamScanner among the other companies that have been applications that have been banned by India. But why have we gone ahead and done this particular move? I'm joined by my colleague Chandra to take us through. Chandra, a very big decision coming in from India to go ahead and ban 59 Chinese applications. What's the rationale behind it, and which are the applications, sorry?
This is unprecedented. It's a historic move. For the first time, the Indian government has exercised its powers under Section 69A of the IT Act to block 59 Chinese apps. So this includes apps such as TikTok, UC News, WeChat, CamScanner, ShareIt, and others. And if you look at the Play Store and the Apple App Store, they have already started blocking these apps. So if you are in India, you will not be able to use it because of the current regulation. Now, the government has said that this has been done on grounds of data security and sovereignty. But remember, the tensions between China and India have been going on for a while. We saw that impact playing out in various ways. The government has modified FDI rules. It was only a matter of time before they do this to Chinese apps. We have to wait and see in what other forms this will play out, whether in terms of Chinese smartphones or electronics. They are working on a number of priority sectors to ensure how India can reduce import dependence from China.
Right, thank you, Chandra, for getting us that latest story and taking us through the details of it. But hang in there, there's another story that's there on the front page of Economic Times, and that is related to Zomato. You have Temasek that's in talk to serve up to $100 million on Zomato's plate. So what is this particular story all about, Chandra?
Important story, Cheryl, because Zomato is trying to diversify its investment base. because remember, China's Ant Financial, which is owned by Alibaba, is one of their investors, but they haven't been able to get funding from them because of the current anti-China sentiment and the new FDI rules. So that is why they are in talks with Temasek for a new round. This will be about $100 million. And in April, too, Zomato had raised $5 million from Pacific Horizon Investment Trust. Remember, food delivery apps took a major hit during the lockdown. They saw a majority of their business getting wiped out. They've also announced layoffs. So they need this cash now to support their runway and operations for the next few months.
All right, thank you, Chanda, for taking us through the story. Let's see how Zomato as an info edge reacts to that particular piece of information. But let's shift focus now to the top 5 stories that you have in Times of India this morning. And first up, it is over 18,800 cases, new cases across India in 24 hours. You have government goes slow on Unlock 2.0 as cases rise. Reliance Industries is close to buying Future's retail business. Hero Cycles in talks to acquire Atlas. Lastly, 8 die as gunmen storm a Karachi stock exchange. So those are the top 5 headlines coming in from the Times of India this morning for you. And that's all we have for you on this edition of the newspaper show. Thank you for watching.